Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. It is now time to head into Attack of the Clones challenge mode. And we begin with Bounty Hunter Pursuit. And I just decided to just go straight for the TIE Fighter this time around. I just say, unless it's something that makes a lot of use of a tow cable, mainly Hoth Battle, just use the TIE Fighter. And mainly because there are two mini-kits here. Two of the blue mini-kits that are located in the same place as normal mini-kits, and that's behind the TIE Fighter gates. And these things are really annoying. I was having trouble, I think it was in Hoth Battle, where I kept just hitting the gate as it was opening, but that caused me to turn around. And then as I'm turning around, the gate closes, so you turn around again, and the gate is opening again before you hit it. You have to really make sure you're going slowly, so you're going to need to approach it from some distance. That applies to here, and it applies to the one that's later on in the level. I still find it very easy to get lost here. This place is surprisingly open, but it really doesn't need to be. What's the big problem with this level is that everything is blue. Well, not everything, but there's a lot of blue in this level, so it can make actually distinguishing the mini-kits a bit tricky. You're mainly going to be on the lookout for the lights more than anything. Of course, this is a level where you can't backtrack in any way, as many of the vehicle levels are. So once you're in here, you can't go back to get those other ones. I mean, in a lot of the levels, it's probably too late. Because if you miss one that's towards the beginning, there's no way you're going to have the time to backtrack towards it. You know, unless the level is particularly short, which is mainly episodes 1 and 2. Yeah, you're probably not going to be able to do it in any of the others. In fact, I'd say just episode 1, and even then, not all of them. Like, you could do it in negotiations, but you're probably going to struggle in several of the other levels. Like, good luck doing it in Retake Theed Palace or in Escape from Naboo. Good luck doing it in most of them. In fact, I take back what I said. You're going to struggle to do it in most levels. So there's one here, and then again, this is where we have the other one that's in the very annoying gate. So approach it from a distance, approach it slowly. Camera's better for spotting it here, but you do have that thing shooting you. The mini-kit canisters are still there. Of course, you also want to try and get out of the area. We eventually got there. Almost looks like the TIE Fighter is a blue canister from a distance. Slightly. I mean, it's blue. That's about it. It's all blue. Yeah, because it's also a vehicle level, everything is from a distance, and the mini-kits are also a lot smaller. Those things look really weird when they're flying. This one gives me... I have trouble getting this. What the hell was that? I don't know what that was. Come on. Turn around past me. There we go. So the last one is in the second square arena bit, whatever you call it. It's the wrong side, we're here, and there we go. And yeah, they will still shoot at you. Even though in Escape from Naboo, the battle droid stopped shooting me, that's not going to happen anymore here. They will be shooting at me for most of the other levels, and I probably will die at some point at the end of most of these levels during the final bit to say, yay, you got all 10. But next up we have Discovery on Kamino, once it eventually loads the hub. Honestly, I don't know why I don't just edit between the middle bits. But it's not much of a difference. So let's head in. Yeah, that made sense. Let's head into Discovery on Kamino. But this time I'm going to be choosing... I think it gives you one of these by default, and I'm having trouble spotting them at first. Looking through episode 5 is not going to help. Pick Lamassu. But I think the level by default gives you Kaminoans. There are sometimes levels where it by default gives you someone. I mean, you always have those specific kinds of characters. You'll always have a blaster. You'll always have a bounty hunter. You'll always have a Jedi and a Sith. Dancey dance. But this level always gives you the Kaminoans. They're not in LEGO Star Wars 1. You can't play as them there. But they are in LEGO Star Wars 2. Away he goes. Whichever one that's supposed to be. So send that Kamino in. I was never sure if these guys are aware of what they're doing or not. I mean, I don't pay attention. I don't really follow much of the Star Wars stuff outside of the main films. You know, the Clone Wars I used to. I sort of stopped around Series 3. Never watched Rebels. I don't even know if there are others. Just electrocute them today. If only Palpatine actually used his electricity that effectively in Return of the Jedi. No, he decides to use like the weakest electrical bolts that do nothing but cause a bit of smoke. That's all it does to Luke. It hurts a bit and there's some smoke. But other than that, that's got to be like the weakest electricity of it. I mean, I don't know how long it takes for electricity to kill someone, and I imagine that it will vary on the voltage. I don't know. I don't know much about electricity. But it seems like really weak electricity. Or you could at least throw him you throw him away like he does to Mace Windu. It just seemed more effective. Yeah, when you're playing as the Kaminoans, they have like a little dance move. It's the same one that we see with those Kaminoans in the disco room, which I still wish played the entire piece of music that played in Lego Star Wars 1. Right, you want to go into the one on the far left, and then hope that the other character actually steps on the switch. Which you come on, Ben. I saw that, your reluctancy. And then I overshot it. Let's try that again, Django. Probably like the worst jetpack in the world. It doesn't seem to do a very good job. Then again, are we really ready for jetpacks? I don't know if anyone's actually made a sort of jetpack. Because it just looks like that's just going to roast your backside if we ever try to use one. Or at least your feet, if they're hanging out backwards like his are. Like, that is clearly burning his feet. Let's say if he's wearing shoes. It's kind of hard to tell when he's made of Lego. I mean, I already don't feel like he's wearing that helmet, right? That helmet is wobbling from side to side. Does not look safe. Not good, Django. Not good. And I think Boba has the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing that. They're evil? Question mark. I really don't know when it comes to Kaminoans. It's like in the Clone Wars they established that there's like a chip, which is what's causing the clones, which is what causes the clones to turn against them. It's like a chip to make sure they follow orders. I think that's how it works. I haven't seen that episode. But the Kaminoans must know something, otherwise they wouldn't have put the chips in there in the first place. I think that's how it works anyway. And now for some reason I can't kill Tom Wee. Oh yeah, that did it. Weirdly, I don't think Lama Su appears in Lego Star Wars 1. Tom Wee does, but I don't think Lama Su does. I can't remember. But I don't think he did. So let's go back out, deal with these things. And thankfully I'm the Emperor, so I can go in here. For once this door actually makes sense, though I still question why it's a Stormtrooper image. And because I'm in here, I have to activate it. I just have to. But for some reason the AI has a really weird issue of coming up here. I think this happened in free play mode as well. It's like, come on! Get over here. Why do I have to switch characters in order to get it to work? Step on these. Step on these. Step on these. Step on these. Just step on all of them. You get the idea. And then dancey dance. Ba-boy. Ba-ba-ba-ba-boy. I don't know how in sync that is. Probably not at all. Just keep dancing. Ah. Like in Lego Star Wars 1, that keeps playing. Like when the music reaches the end, it just loops around. I don't know why they just not only does it not loop here, It doesn't even play the entire thing. It's like, why? That theme is awesome. It's the best version of the Star Wars theme, hands down. So horrible that they cut it out. I'm guessing it applies to every version of the complete saga. It's not a Wii thing. That'd be a really weird thing. I mean, lowering graphical quality, yeah, is very noticeable. The HD version looks gorgeous, but I don't see why they would cut the music. Although, weirdly, they did do that for Sonic 4 Episode 1. But that was also something made for the hardware. This is a PS2, GameCube, Xbox game. And PC. Just with a few minor updates. And sadly, Django can't quite make this in the... I don't know if I just jumped slightly too early, but for some reason the switch didn't activate. I'm guessing that's what I did. You have a jetpack, just hover over there. Like, why doesn't the AI get the idea to use the jetpack when it's a jetpack? Oh, I wish there was a faster way of switching this many characters. Because I never remember what the fastest way is. Do I hit 1 or 2? It especially doesn't up in the Wii version. I find it hard to do anything when I have to hit 1 or 2 on the Wii remote because they're at the bottom of the controller. I can still move, but it's kind of difficult if I'm also doing something else. Like, there's enemies around. You know, I can do everything on the fly when I'm playing Lego Star Wars 1 or 2 on PS2. So I don't know why this game doesn't have GameCube controller support. Because if this is a game that's on 360 and PS3, why doesn't it have controller support? Why can't I use the GameCube controller or the Pro controller? Nope. I have to stick with the Wii Remote Nunchuck, which is fine. It's just that it makes switching characters a bit more awkward. So I wish there was another way of doing it. And that's the last one. There isn't one in the Django Arena. The Django Arena. Sounds like some sort of arena for that jungle tribes fight in. I don't know. There's nothing in the Django Arena. Let's just go with that. Right, but we have one more level. I checked to see what the two that I missed were. It turns out one of them was right next to me. At least I think that was the one I missed. And one, I didn't even remember there being a platform there. Get more into that later, but I didn't even remember there being a platform that it's on. Who do I pick for this level? Luminara. I don't think I actually use her much in the level, but Luminara. I will try to make sure I use at least every one of the other Jedi once. We've seen Luke plenty of times. In different forms, yes, but we've seen Luke plenty of times. We've seen Yoda. We've seen every version of Obi-Wan. Every version of Anakin. Let's give the other ones some attention. Not that the prequels ever really give any of them attention other than Mace Windu. It's like most of them don't even speak. We get a few lines from Ki-Adi-Mundi. We get a deleted scene in which Shakti speaks, and she's killed by Grievous. I think there's at least 2, possibly 3 different things they've done with Shakti. And we never hear Luminara and Dooley speak. We never hear Kit Fisto speak. He gets a little bit of attention when he knocks over 3PO when he's in the battle droid. His head's attached to a battle droid, but that's all we get out of that. We never hear Ayla Secura say anything. We never hear Plo Koon say anything. We see how they die, but that's all. Like, that is literally all we get. Ah, speaking of death. And then we see Barriss Offee, Luminara's Padawan in the Clone Wars, turns against the Jedi despite the fact that I think she's in Revenge of the Sith, or was at least in a deleted scene of some sort. Or it's something in the expanded universe, which I think still existed by that point. or have been turned, or have they gone against it then? Because this was Series 5. So this was after the whole Disney takeover thing. You know, that company that owns Star Wars but doesn't actually make it. The thing that gives it away really is that the Lucasfilm appears in the beginning of everything. It still amazes me that people are able to work out that Fox didn't make Star Wars, but they can't work this out for Disney. What's the difference? Maybe some distributing and marketing stuff, yes, but in terms of making the film, what's the difference? You know that one doesn't make Star Wars, so how do you not know this about the other? This is where I get the idea. I'm gonna just jump up there. It's like, I really don't get it. Especially when the Lucasfilm logo is literally the first thing you see in the freaking film. It's like, from the company. What do they think it means? Just R.I.P. Lucasfilm. It's also like the fact that everybody keeps comparing like Snoke to Thanos, despite the fact that the two have nothing to do with each other. But people know that Marvel Studios make the Marvel films, just like they know Pixar make the Pixar films. So why can't we work this out with Lucasfilm? Like, what is the difference? Anyway, I really don't like Droid Factory. I find this level really boring. I don't know why. And for some reason, the Geonosian can't fly over the gap. It just falls straight down. It's like, what is that? What's the point of giving him a flying ability? I mean, it's his only way of going fast because these guys can't run. They can barely walk. They're about as fast as Yoda when he's just got his walking stick. I think a droid just shot Jar Jar, but then they gave up. I'll say though, since I can't use the extras, I really miss the Force Grapple Leap. It made things so much faster. But I guess when it's a challenge, you're not supposed to make it absolutely game breaking. So we gotta turn off all the extras. By the way, killing a load of Geonosians at once is really annoying because they all make the same sound effect when they die. I'm not sure how you describe the sound effects, and I'm not even going to try and impersonate it, but they all make the same sound. And it gets really annoying. So here's the platform that I missed. I mean, it sticks out there, so I guess that's supposed to be your clue, but I don't think that's enough, especially if you're too close to the wall. I'm guessing that's there in LEGO Star Wars 1 as well, where there isn't a challenge mode. So is it, my best guess is it's just something that's full of studs? Is that what it is? Is it just covered in studs? I'd have to check. I'm guessing there's also studs there if you go there in story or free play mode. It's just a load of studs. Otherwise, I can't think of what else would be over there. Because there's no mini kit. So, I mean, I must have found that at some point because I did challenge mode in my old profile. But I don't know how I missed it. It's a mystery of how I forgot it was there. But anyway, next up, rest of episode 2. Jedi Battle, Gunship Cavalry, and Count Dooku. See you guys then.